Well guys, it's a typical morning here at Kwalk, so I'm going to go out back and get the dogs, and we'll be ready to go here in a minute. Saturday morning. They're full of energy this morning, ready to go. So let's see if I can. I got to get Cole. He's around here, so let me get him right quick. Come here, Cole. Yeah. So you guys know the process. First thing you got to do is get them collared up. So I like to put the collars on them here before I get them out at the field. That way, when I get there, I can just let them go. But, I think it makes things go a little quicker. So anyhow, so now I got him. Turned on, ready to go. There's one loaded. Alright, now we put old Cookie up there. Lots of mornings, guys, I don't run mine with electric collars. Some mornings I just, but today I'm going to do a combination. I use the bells, so I like to put those. I'm going to put that on her regular collar this morning, and then we'll go ahead and put her on her collar this morning. So I've got the big ones, and I've got the big TT 15s, and I've got it reverse threaded so that they fit tight on this size dog. And I found that to be a welcome solution. So anyhow, there she is, Cookie, ready to go. Sorry guys, most of this is going to be with my back to you. So anyhow, got Cookie in there ready to go. And here comes Rusty. Do the same process with Rusty. I'm going to go ahead and put a band on him. That just helps me know where they are without standing there looking at my transmitter. Especially when we're up front hunting before we get in the race. Before we get open. I can listen to these bells, know how hard they're hunting and where they're hunting. Put Rusty's collar on him. He's messed up. I'll check her when I let her out, but I don't recall having turned her collar on. I know I got the first collar turned on, but I don't know if I turned on the second hers. put it in her, but here's, we'll get him loaded up here with his collar this morning. Let's see if we can't get everything squared away here. Okay, guys. Okay, guys, that's the loading process, so we got them ready to go. And just roll the leash back where it goes. And we'll be off. Get the transmitter. I like this cases for the transmitter, just because you can hook it on your belt loop and you're not going to lose it. So I'm good to go. So we're ready to go. Guys, got everybody loaded up. Just leaving the house. A tricky move out of my driveway here to keep off my bush here. So anyhow, just leaving the house. And I'm running a little late this morning. Looks like it's just a few minutes after 9 o'clock. So anyhow, out of the neighborhood here, and got my new fence in my backyard, by the way. So anyhow, we're headed for the running grounds. Guys, on some past videos, I think I've filmed this trip out there. It's about a 5-minute trip to where I run them. But what we'll do here, this is I'm just coming off the street. This street, guess it didn't make any difference in the old days, but anyhow, we're sensitive now. This is Baghdad Road, Leander, Texas, and we got to go a couple miles out this way. Basically, we're going out to some land that the city owns. One end of it is some ballparks and what have you, and the other end is still open land. However, they built a fire station out there, so we'll get you caught up when we get there, but it's about a 5-minute trip. Guys, over here to the right, that's the Frisbee golf course. You see the construction going on the road here. There's a new high school about a half mile on in front of us, and so they're improving the road out to the high school and what have you, widening it up. Here we'll cut across. We'll go the length of the city's park. They got a skate pit on this end and play soccer and what have you out in these open fields. Usually lots of activity going on in here. We're a little earlier, but later today they'll be playing some Little League baseball. I guess they got their fields back in shape after the rain. But anyhow, there's a Little League complex. Got a couple of diamonds and a batting cage. Some days when it's really muddy, and I probably should consider it today, but I'm going to try to do it the other way. This, anyhow, sometimes I park here, but this open area out, you see out beside us here is where I run, and you might be able to see, I don't know, I'm going kind of fast through here, but the angle of which that new fire station is over there, and we're going to go over there and park by the fire station. So anyhow, open field here, and then we get into a cedar glade. Cedars everywhere, and we'll make a right turn up here. Guys, right up here where this fire station's under construction is where I usually park. I didn't give it a lot of thought that it rained a lot yesterday, and I know this gets pretty soft out here pretty quick, so don't know that I'm got to be careful getting off here to park. So see if everybody behind me is paying attention. No, I see, guys, it's terrible muddy. Guys, this is not what I thought I'd be doing this morning to show you my normal routine, but it's so muddy over there. they had made these little couple places here. They have a tent church service out here in the summertime, and they put some heavy rocks down, so at least I can get off the road here and stay on rocks. So anyhow, let me get out, and we'll gonna have to change the routine a little bit. I'll be taking them out of the back, and I'll go ahead and take them across the road before I put the camera back on. Boy, guys, got us off to a near disaster. I pulled off here because I had to park on the other side of the road and come up here on this rocks. Parked, and when I opened the tailgate, I had not got the latch file good on the box, and 3 of them piled out with the road, whatever, right there. I was able to catch them with my hand, you know, just catch them by the collars, get control of them, and get them on a leash here. So now we got to cross the road and go over to our running grounds. I'll go over here, a little ways over here, and release them. And when I release them, we'll get the camera back rolling, so give you an idea of their hunt up front and see what they're doing. But the traffic's picked up on this road and the speed of it. If they'd have got out there on the road, I'd probably lost a dog this morning. So anyhow, here we go. Guys, I got over here now on the other side of the road, and I'm fixing to let them go. This is going to be a little jerky because like I said, I didn't plan on doing it this way. So let me get down here and see if I can pop the leash. There goes. Alright, the chocolates are down, and there's Cole. And so they hit the woods. And let's give it just a chance here to see what happens. Got a lot to up here on this is the hill end of it, the high end of this property. The lower end is part of the flood control system, and so whether there's water down there today or not, I don't know, but because it just rained yesterday. But tomorrow there'll be a ton of water down there. There's a collection pool down there, and then it releases off into a creek, which is part of the Brushy Creek system. I think this is one fork of the Brushy Creek. So anyhow, they're working. I just released them on the north end of the property. They're going, right now they're going basically south, but a little bit west. And they're out there. Don't have my Garmin up where I can look at it right now, but I imagine I can still hear the bells rattling, so but they're a little ways out there. Probably 75 yards, 60, 75 yards out in front of me. Of course, keep in mind this is a familiar place for them, so they hit it and get it. So they're out there looking for a bunny. We'll just give you an idea of how all the front end of this works. Typical day for me. There's the construction of the fire station. And across over there, that building you see over there is a grade school. So a lot of development going on around this property. I'm sure John Lloyd, who's the guy that gave me permission to run on here originally, sure he made a small profit off this land. He works in conjunction with the Giddings family, who owned a lot of this land on the north side of Leander, and he's developed several neighborhoods out here. But I think, although we're on probably all 30 acres or so, there they are, guys. They're running it. They're a little bit south of us right now, but they're humping it pretty good. Let me get my Garmin out and get in on them. farther we go this way, there they are. They're only about, you know, they're 50 feet or so out in front of me right now. They're just, looks like this guy's giving them the cedar tree treatment already, so see if they can get this lined out. Cole is my coldest nosed dog. He's the one that's doing most of the opening right now. Sure, this was a morning rabbit, and so anyhow, you saw how quick we got to it. I'm going to cut off here for a second and give him a chance to get it going, and I'll be right back with you. Alright guys, I think we've got hold of it here now. You know, like I said, Cole was cold trailing it, but the two brown dogs really didn't open big on it until they got it lined out. And since I'm, you know, still got Cole under his treatment process, I'll only let Cole run maybe a half hour here. The other dogs will probably be out here for a couple, but I'll put Cole up about a half hour or so from now. I don't want him to get tired. I'm probably making a little bit of a mistake because his old heart is probably pumping pretty good right now once he's got some rabbit smell in his nostrils. But anyhow, here he is, man. They walked right into it. They were within 3 or 4 feet of it, and it just went right there, guys. Well, I kind of give you a feel for the front end. Let's let them run it for a while. Let's run it down here across the jogging path now, guys. We're just about half an hour into this run. Same rabbit. Once they got in here, just while I was walking this morning, I've basically, there you go, right there. There goes the rabbit. And guys, just walking this morning, I walked up too while they were running this one. Now they're standing water to the right, so they may have a little trouble getting it back through here once they decide to cross the path here. They should be coming out right in a second. There you go. Notice he's out front running had the front there when we come up with Cole. They're going to have to slow down to figure out anyhow where it crossed. Now they'll get it. Now they'll get it. He'll open just a second. They're across that water right now. Hear them in the water. There you go. These old rubber boots I have on leaked when I walked through there, so my right foot's soaking wet. Hear them sloshing around in that water. That's the deal about here down after the rain. There's going to be water down here, and it makes it a little tougher. Alright, let's see where they go with this with it now. Got to pick Cole up in just a minute here. Let me see where Cole is on his clock here. Yeah, he's got about 8 minutes to run, and then I'm gonna pick him up. So there they go. Guys, it's now 45 minutes later, and I'm still letting them hammer it. I'm actually letting Cole stay down for a little bit here because parked on the wrong side of the road. I don't want to put him in his dog box, so what I'll do is I'm going to let him run just for a couple more minutes, and then I'm going to pick him up and pick them all up because I can't manage the crossing the road and getting him. Normally I put him in the box in my car, but I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to cut it short a little bit this morning, pick them up. I may run the 2 chocolates later today, but this is a beautiful morning to run. It's comfortable. Certainly not, I wouldn't call it even cool, but it's comfortable, and the moisture still, you know, that good rain, we're benefiting from that moisture, and they're just running the heck out of this thing. So anyhow, I'll get back to you when I'm picking them up. Well, guys, this is his second trip back across the jogging path. This time they're running it on the left-hand end, and what happens here, it's probably going to be a good time to kill it, because even though it's getting later in the morning, I hate for them to be barking over there. Those new houses, their fence is, anyhow, all the brush piles are right up against the fence or just off the fence, and so you know, they'll end up running in the brush pile over there, unless it goes back. So looking at it here, if it goes back to the right, we're okay, and at the moment it's going right. After it went left, now it's going back right. So anyhow, there's a creek out there about 40 yards, and that creek down on this end is big enough that typical cottontail ain't going to cross it. As you go west of here, on back towards the park, it gets shallower, and back up in there it crosses back and forth. But sometimes it does try this creek. It's always fun to watch them swim it. I'm holding on to the camera here for a second because I'm expecting, now that he's up to the edge, he'll probably go west here for a few minutes, a minute or two, and then he'll cut across if I haven't already missed him. Usually, you probably can't tell on this camera, but down there where that shadow is, which I couldn't see into today anyhow, probably from this distance, he sometimes crosses right underneath that big tree there, and that shadow, he'll cross right through there. Or someplace in that vicinity. There he goes. See, he went down the path. Come out down there and went about 10 feet down the path, and then went off to the right again. Hear him in that water? He's right on top of it. He's right on top of it. Now this is where it fools him a little bit, because it didn't go straight across. It went 10 feet down and then went in. He's now, maybe, yeah, now, there you go. Okay. Back through the water, there's about 20-30 feet of 6-inch deep water that goes to the edge of the cedar trees. So it might take them just a second to pick it up and go with it. You can hear them, they're still in the water right now. That's 2 circles, guys, and we got more time into it, and I haven't picked that little one up yet, but they actually right now they got about 45 minutes into it, so I need to pick them up. So let me get out there with them. I don't have mine that collar trained. I can't bust them off a rabbit, so if it's time to pick them up, I'm going to have to be out there with them to pick them up. So we'll see where it goes. Well, guys, I had to get in the middle of it, but I've got them on leash now, and got to go up the hill there to the car. So anyhow, that's our Saturday morning. I'll probably get back to you when we get to the car, so let me walk them on out of here. Great day. They jumped that rabbit, and looks like I've done everything I said I wasn't going to do. I've let Cole run too much time. I can't hold them and look at my clock right now, but they probably ran it close to an hour. But anyhow, they're under leash now, and I'm headed for the car. Well, guys, that was a Saturday morning. Got them loaded back up. They ran as good as you can run in this part of the country. They really ran well this morning. Good moisture, good temperature, and it's starting to warm up now, but it's good shape. So got them out here, and you know, showed me their stuff this morning. I couldn't have asked for any better. They ran the rabbit. I only let them run it. They ran it about 50 minutes. I didn't want the little male to run that long, but with a car over on the wrong side of the road, it was just be hard to manage any other thing. So that's it. We'll take them home and kill them up. Well, there's the end of our Saturday morning. We're back at the house. See, the wife hasn't left for work yet, so but we're back here and fixing to go put them in the kennel. So good Saturday morning. Actually great running. So